Ho ho ho! Well, I know Christmas is really far away, but we are in Lapland. This is the northernmost region of Finland and it's officially the home of Santa Claus. What brings us here? Well, Skoda. They host their winter driving experience here every year and the aim is to show how good their all-wheel drive system is in testing conditions like this. Now, before I freeze, I'm going to hop into one of the cars and I'll do the rest of the talking from the inside. Our sleighs for the day come in various shapes of Skoda and Santa's little helpers are here too. Just that they go by the names all-wheel drive, electronic stability control, off-road mode and so on. Today, I'm told, is a pleasant day. It's just minus 12 degrees Celsius. Session 1 has us drive the new Karoq SUV on a course through the forest. Yes, the Karoq is coming to India, but you'll have to wait a bit longer till we get our hands in more familiar environments for a proper first drive impression. Anyway, this car has studded tires that are required by law at this time of the year, but that apart, there's no other performance enhancements over a bog standard Karoq 4x4. So, how does Skoda's 4x4 system work? In brief, the all-wheel drive system that is on use in all the Skodas is an electronically controlled multi-plate clutch arrangement. So in normal driving scenarios, when there's no need for added grip, it's predominantly front wheel drive. As soon as slip is detected, power is transferred to the rear axle and as much as 85% of power can be channeled to one wheel alone. We are also told the Karoq's off-road and snow modes will see us through the tough stuff. Off-road mode primes the electronic aids for low traction surfaces and activates hill hold control and hill start assist. Snow mode eases the traction control to allow minimal wheel spin to help the tires find grip on snow and also alters the ABS settings. And it all comes together rather well. So the thing is, the system is clearly finding grip where I can't see any, and that is, well, the essence of all-wheel drive. It's a massive safety net, especially in these parts of Europe where it's really snowed out through the winters and forget the road, you can't see much else apart from snow. The Karoq slowly but steadily crunches its way forward on the thick snow and even steep hill climbs don't pose much of a challenge. Spiti Valley ready? Perhaps. A comforting hot chocolate or 3 later, I'm ready for a go in the 4x4 Superbs and Octavias. So now we've been let loose on the handling track. I've been told that this is where real ice driving fun starts. And I don't think that was an understatement. Of course, there's first a short lesson on ice driving for dummies. Lesson 1 has been to be very gentle with inputs at the steering, the throttle, the brake. In fact, we've been told to primarily use the throttle and steering to move the car around. It's the safest way to do things, and if you get the hang of it, it's also the most fun way to do things. The big picture is to get an idea of how the electronics work to keep you pointed in the right direction in low traction conditions. Every couple of laps, we'll reduce the level of electronic aids. Sounds like a plan. With all the electronics on, the feeling is that the car always has my back. Sure, the stability control light on the instruments console flashes like a Las Vegas slot machine when I try to do something silly, but the electronics are quick to cut or reassign power till they're convinced I'm back in charge. Sport mode makes the electronics a bit more lenient, but the real contrast is with traction control and ESC switched off. I think I now know why all of the world's best drivers come from this region. There's absolutely no grip. There's wheel spin on all but the most measured throttles. I can feel a disconnect between commands at the steering and execution by the car, and suddenly the whole driving experience gets a lot busier. It's not what you'd want on a public road. But then again, we're in a closed environment with snowbanks to break a slide should things go too far, so get my drift. about yanking the car at the right time and getting your foot modulation just right, which I am sort of struggling with, but the few seconds I do get it right, oh man. I feel like even more of a hero around the drift circle, drifting a 1.7 ton all-wheel drive Kodiaq. Yes, it can do that too. But I'll let you in on a secret. Keep all the electronics off and it's not all that hard to pull off a drift on ice. It's all about throttle modulation. That is the center of the circle. That is my car's tail right at the circumference. In all, the day's driving has me convinced of the efficacy of all-wheel drive and the whole host of modern driver's aids in really frigid and testing conditions. They really are the difference between enjoying the scenery and becoming part of it. So, if you're a regular to the Himalayas or even fancy the idea of venturing off-road, a car with all-wheel drive at the very least should be a no-brainer for you. And maybe, just maybe, Santa should have a look as well.